Are you thinking about going to a business with a partner? This sounds great because you're going to have shared responsibilities, shared costs, shared capital contribution, and then even shared workload. This is like one of the best ways you can go into business because myself, I'm into a partnership and it's really great. You can have a great partnership, especially when you and your partner understand your rules and responsibility and you know what partnership entails. If not, just get ready for conflict, financial loss, and every other thing that can entail with bad partnership. So if you're looking to go into a partnership, this is one of the best video you're going to come across today because we are going to be discussing things that you and your partner need to discuss, things you need to know before entering into a partnership. If this is the first time you're seeing my face, you're welcome to my channel. We discuss finances, we discuss career, business, and investment opportunities. So if this is something you want to go into, if this is something you enjoy hearing about, subscribe to this channel for videos like this. So the number one thing that you need to even discuss before going to a partnership, that's you already have a partner, you have someone you want to go into a partnership business with, is to define your roles and responsibilities. Like this is very crucial. If not, both of you doing the same thing, working on the same thing, you're going to use your time doing the same thing instead of doing different things, which will even grow the business faster. So you and your partner need to discuss who is going to be in charge of the financials, who is going to take accounting, who is going to in charge of marketing, who is going to be in charge of operations. This is very, very crucial for the smooth running of the business. If not, your duties are just going to be overlapping and there's going to be conflict because one person is like, oh, I feel we should market this way, or I feel we should focus on social media marketing, and another person is feeling like, oh, social media marketing doesn't work for this brand. We should focus on these other aspects of marketing. So just everyone should take roles according to what they are best in doing, according to what they feel is their strength, but the roles and responsibilities should be clearly defined. And before I even forget, anything you're doing in a partnership should be written down. You should have documentation in Excel, in PDF, things that you and your partner will sign. For instance, if you clearly define your roles and responsibility, it should be in your partnership agreement or a partnership deed, or whatever you want to label your document, where it should be signed and maybe witnessed by one or two people, just in case of future conflicts. Another thing that you have to discuss is your goals and vision. You guys have to align your goals and vision because there are some people now, when they are going to a business, what they want is just profit. They don't care if the business is sustainable. They don't care if the business would stay to the next 5 years or something. They are just going to eat for quick profit. They need to buy when it's expensive. They need to buy when it's cheap and sell when it's very expensive, and then that's all. They don't care about the business again. And there might be a partner again that wants long-term sustainability, that wants the business to exist in the next 20 years. They want it to be like a legacy, something he will pass on to his generation. So you see, two different goals. It's not going to work out except you guys discuss it, align it. Okay, what do we want for this business? Is this business something we're just going to do short term and just leave it, or maybe we are going to build this application and just sell it, or we are going to build it, we are going to grow with it? What do you want for this business? So that's one thing you should discuss with your partner. Goals before going to a business. Goals and vision is very, very crucial. Another thing that is very crucial that can actually make a partnership break down, that can destroy even the biggest business, is profit and loss sharing. You need to discuss with your partner how you intend to share profit, losses, capital. This is very, very crucial. Like, a lot of people go into business without discussing this, and when they start looking and they'll be like, oh, how should we discuss that? And one person be like, it was my idea, I should take the higher profit. This will be like, oh no, but I'm doing all the work, I should take the higher profit. So this should be discussed like at the initial stage of your business before you even start the business. Profit and loss sharing. How are we going to share the profit? The capital contribution, how are we going to share it? Are we going to contribute 50-50? That's any money I invest into this business, you're going to invest it, or is it going to be 70-30, 60-40, depending on how you feel like. But it should be discussed. The loss, who bears the loss? Do we both bear the loss? Are we going to share the loss equally, same as we share the profit, same as we share the capital? What's going to be the percentage? This is something you should discuss, and don't forget, you should also put it down in your partnership agreement. If you don't discuss this, it's going to pose like as an issue. It's a risk which is going to lead to conflict. So this is one thing that you need to discuss with your partner. So the next thing that you need to discuss is how you guys are going to handle decision making and conflicts. Because believe it or not, even if you're starting a business, even if it's with your best friend or your father or your mother or your brother, sister, whoever you love most, you're going to have conflict here. And there are some times that you're not going to be able to resolve that conflict, even if you're two people, especially when you're two people, 3 or 4 people. For instance, sometimes let's look at the marketing idea we spoke about before. When you're thinking about what kind of marketing strategy, or let's say, should we sell this business, and both of you, maybe the voting right is 50-50, equal voting rights, the business is equal 50-50 in everything, and one person is saying, oh, I feel like we should not sell, and another person say, I feel like we should sell. So what are you going to do in that instance? So for big partnership, they have shareholders. Well, let's say it's a small partnership, because when you start, no matter any business you're starting from somewhere small to grow it up. What are you going to do in that instance? So you guys should have a way to resolve conflict in the company. You can give voting rights to other people that you trust, so that in terms of conflicts, maybe you can give voting rights to 1 or 2 people. In terms of conflict, you can vote, or you guys can be maybe arbitrate and look for the best solution forward. But how you handle conflict is very, very important in any business, so it should be documented. This is when we cannot resolve our conflict, or when we cannot take decision ourselves, this is who we are going to bring in, or this is what we are going to do in order to take a decision, in order to resolve that conflict in the business, so that the business does not get affected. So another thing we should discuss is the legal structure and partnership agreement. This is what we've been talking about since, that you should get a partnership agreement, partnership deed, where everything is documented, everything is written down for each parties. And then the legal structure, you should know what kind of partnership are you going to. Is it a limited partnership? Whatever kind of partnership you're going to, it should be clearly documented. Don't just be like, oh, I'm going to start a business because this person is my friend, and then you just go ahead and start. All these things are things you should look out for, things you should discuss, things you should document before going to partnership. Don't forget, a great partnership can lead to success, and a bad one can lead to a disaster. So make sure you dive into all this before going to a partnership. We've come to the end of today's video. Thank you for watching. Kindly like, subscribe, and share for videos like this. I'll see you in my next video.